because it was like the culmination of the day. Everything was winding down, and then bam, we get this infusion of just like adrenaline and just power, belting out Only One by Yellow Card.
That's so
That's pretty
cool.
golden.
Yeah.
What about you?
I really liked when Justin, our videographer, like had us go outside and like just like we danced, like we could still hear the music.
Oh yeah.
And we were like outside in like the little archway, and it was just us, and we just got to like have a moment. I think that was like one of my favorite.
Yeah.
Like,
I remember that. Yeah, he included it in the video too.
Yeah. We just
Yeah,
it was
like
just because we just had a moment, you know, like we weren't in front of everybody. It was like the first time that as a married couple that we just had a moment by ourselves. And like Justin was there, but didn't feel like he was there. He was just capturing the moment.
Yeah, that was pretty.
And I feel like I really
epic.
liked that.
That's epic. Alrighty, guys. Welcome to the 25th Hunger Games.
It's 75th,
75th.
but that's okay.
The Quarter Quell.
We're back to this, huh?
I'm just going to keep doing it. Every single episode, I'm just going to start off like the Hunger Games.
God.
Alrighty, guys. Welcome back. We are excited for this episode and the opportunity to share this special week with you guys. This is the Unscripted Conversations podcast. My name is Jay.
And I'm Molly.
And this week is a special week for both of us. This is our anniversary week. A year ago, on the 23rd, we said our I do's. Got hitched in Vegas by Elvis. Just kidding. No. Our officiant, my best friend Daniel, asked if he could dress up as Elvis.
He did. He really tried to convince us.
Yeah, and I said no.
Yeah, no.
I knocked it down.
He said
"Let's be
no.
a little bit."
And then he came to me and was like, Molly, what do you think of this? And I was like, yeah, no.
But maybe when we renew our vows in like 25 years, we'll have Daniel dress up as Elvis.
Yes.
That'd be pretty cool.
That would be pretty cool. I would take that.
Yeah. But anyways, so this is our anniversary episode. We're going to talk about, how this last year has been as a married couple. A lot has happened. We're going to kind of touch on our wedding too and kind of just reminisce on the wonderful day we had with our family and friends in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And then we'll probably talk about like some traditions that we're going to probably start and maybe some, things that we hope to do again, like year after year.
Yeah. Maybe some advice for the big day.
Advice, for those who are getting married, gonna get married, or who are married. Maybe we can talk about like traditions that you guys can probably do too, and share with us as well. In the comment section below, what your traditions are, and we'll probably talk about
since
some.
you didn't before this episode.
I know. Yeah, we like sent out a poll and nobody answered.
Okay.
Actually, no.
Like
I got
5
a few
people answered.
Yeah. We got a few people.
Yes.
Of those people, thank you so much for contributing to this podcast. So, well, let's start off with a card because we always do that.
This is like too many. Like we've done so many of these already.
I know that one episode when we just kind of went through all these cards, right? I'm gonna get comfortable real quick. Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, we are wearing our Disneyland sweaters because we went on our honeymoon to Disneyland. We'll kind of touch on that too later on, but I didn't put this on since we went on our honeymoon, and it still fits.
Maybe wore it once.
No, you wore it a couple times.
Couple times?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you were pregnant, and so it's a little bit oversized. I think you've worn it a couple times this past fall.
I like it.
Yeah. This is literally the first time I put this thing on since our wedding.
You know what I have more of appreciation for, and now I really want to go back to Disneyland or Disney World?
What?
Star Wars.
I know.
Let's talk about that a little bit. I just want to see Baby Yoda so bad. I mean, okay, Grogu, bad.
So Molly and I have been trying to go through the whole Star Wars series in like chronological order, and right now we're in Mandalorian season 2. And
I love it.
We kind of took a hiatus for a little bit because we were watching other shows and like some of the movies are just kind of long, kind of drawn out. But we watched Obi-Wan. Yeah, that was really good. And then we're in Mandalorian season 2. And when correct me if I'm wrong, the first episode was kind of slow, but then the moment you saw Grogu, you're like,
so good.
Okay, can we watch another episode?
Yes.
It's like, can we watch another episode? And I was like, you're hooked.
I was hooked.
To Baby Yoda.
He was so cute. And the way he just like walks around and like, I like when he was like, thought he killed the person and he was like, whoa.
And then Mando was behind him. We shot him.
Like, oh.
Yeah. So, yeah. And then we had, just tonight too, we dressed Conrad up in his little Grogu
sleeper jammies. Yeah.
So she's hooked.
I'm hooked.
She's hooked.
I have much more appreciation for it.
Yeah. Well, when we went to though, it was new for me because like I have never been to Disneyland in like for years.
Right.
So when we went to Star Wars Land, like it was just overwhelming. You were immersed in it.
Yes.
Remember
that's
that one
what
place
I loved.
where you went to the bathroom, but it would look like it was the market?
Yes.
Yeah, it was so cool.
So cool.
And we got all our droids.
I couldn't figure out how to use the like sinks and stuff because they were all like droid like working and I was like,
it's so cool. If you guys have the opportunity, go to Star Wars Land in Disneyland or Disney World. Next time we go, we need to go to Disney World because then we can hit up Harry Potter. Anyway, wait till the kids get like older so they can appreciate it.
Yes.
Too. But
yes.
Anyways.
Yeah. Sorry. Digress. Okay. Card. I found a okay one. What is your favorite snack?
Now or like ever?
Ever.
Ooh, my favorite snack. Oh, I gotta be. Does it have to be one? Can I do two?
Yeah.
Okay. A bag of Doritos.
Yeah.
Or if it's gonna be chocolate, like I could snack on, bite-size Snickers. My favorite candy.
I don't think they do those anymore.
Halloween.
I haven't seen them.
Halloween.
Oh.
Those mini-size ones.
Oh.
I never really get the whole bar. It's too much.
Oh, really?
I feel like if I eat a whole bar, I feel fat.
Oh.
But I can eat 5 of those small ones and feel skinny.
You're so cute.
So it's a bag of Doritos or Snickers.
Like a family size bag of Doritos?
I don't give a crap.
Okay.
Just Doritos.
Okay.
It has to be Doritos.
Okay. Yeah. I would say chips too. Right now would be like Munchies because it's like the group of them, you know? Yeah. But probably when I was growing up, it would have been those like puffs.
Which ones?
Like the little popcorn puffs. Like that are just like okie dokie.
Oh, like pirate booties?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like they were just butter and salt.
Yeah.
Like I could eat a whole bag of those.
I don't think I ever ate those.
They're so good.
Yeah.
So ridiculous. I tried them once like a year or two ago. Not the same. I was like, these are not the same. Chocolate for me. Chocolate covered pretzels. I could eat a whole
gosh, this girl loves her pretzels.
I love it.
I hated pretzels.
I love
those
pretzels.
Bag of Munchies. I would literally pick out the pretzels and throw them
eat your
away.
damn pretzels.
Yeah, but I'm actually like growing on them.
Less fat, just so you know.
That's true. Did you know? You know what pretzels really are? It's dough that's been soaked in, or I don't know if it's soaked or cooked in water, or like boiled in water with baking soda to make it give it that little like hard outer shell, and then they bake it. So they boil it first and then they bake it. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah. Anyways, we digress.
Yeah.
Anyway, so if you want to gift us any kind of food or snacks, it's going to be Doritos or Snickers for me, and it's going to be chocolate covered pretzels and Okie Dokies pirate booties for her. I think we both. I knew about the pretzels. I didn't know about the pirate booty though.
Yeah, I would say like old time, but really any chips. I love like I can't have chips around because I will just eat chips.
Yeah,
like it's bad.
But no, the Okie Dokies, is that similar? Like, why won't you just eat Cheeto Puffs? Oh, because
they're not cheesy.
They're not cheesy.
Yeah.
They're
I
just
mean, I like
butter.
Cheeto Puffs too, but like,
yeah,
that's one snack I remember all the time as a kid.
You know, the other snack that I ate over Easter that I was like, this is not the same, was those Cadbury eggs.
We never ate Cadbury eggs.
Really?
Mm-hmm. We always had those marshmallow ones.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to love Cadbury eggs growing up, and I would like enjoy eating the cream on the inside after you break through that hard chocolate shell. I had one over Easter, and I was like, oh, like this. One, it looks disgusting.
Yeah, it does.
And then two, I was like, this is just gooey, and this is like literally look. I mean, it's like the innards of an egg. And I was like, this is not good.
That's so gross. You like showed it to me and I like barely looked at it. I was like,
it was like a mixture of like orange and white.
Yeah.
I was like an egg. I was like, yeah, no.
No.
I've grown out of the phase of Cadbury eggs on Easter. Like, this is done. So
that's so funny.
But anyways, yeah. So hopefully everybody enjoyed their Easter. No, we're filming this a couple of weeks. No, just last week. I don't know. Anyways, hopefully everybody had a good Easter. Hope you enjoyed our episode. We talked about religion and spirituality. If you haven't, go check that episode out. This week, like I said, we're going to be talking about our this past year, our anniversary.
Crazy. I can't believe it's been a whole year.
A year goes by quick. And
it's
I don't know.
So fast.
I don't know if it went by quick because we were also pregnant.
Yeah.
So we were anticipating that in July, Conrad in July of last year. So I don't know.
I think that was part of it. But then like starting a new job for me and just as you get older, the years go by faster.
Oh yeah, for sure.
In
here in Wisconsin, it just seems like the winters like kind of drag on, but you think about it, like
winter's
we're out of
already.
winter.
Yeah,
we're done with winter.
Yeah.
And now we're in like the hot, sticky weather now, which I don't like. Ugh. Turn on the AC already this week. We're in the 70s. I'm like, this is darn hot.
You're ridiculous.
But so let's talk about our wedding. So building up to the wedding, I will toot my horn. I don't know, you can.
No, I was going to say the same thing.
I did a lot of the planning because Molly was also studying for a lot of stuff. She was in school, she was studying for her NP exam. So I kind of like shouldered a lot of the wedding planning, which was fun to me because like I'm very organized. I had like Excel spreadsheets, PowerPoints. I had like all the finances, like how much I paid already in deposits. I had receipts. I had colors and all this stuff. And we were kind of getting around like this time last year. We were kind of just like, okay, let's get this over with.
Yeah.
We were
ready.
Yeah. We had did we send home boxes or did we bring home boxes?
We sent them.
We sent boxes
2
of
big
all
boxes.
our. Oh yeah, that's right. That cost
like $300.
Yeah, and some of these boxes were darn heavy too. But we had like all our centerpieces, our programs. I thought it was a pretty good wedding for those that came.
I thought it was great.
Like it was simple.
I guess I'm biased.
Yeah, it was simple. We didn't do any too much frou-frou stuff. But it was perfect. And I think everybody's going to feel that of their wedding.
Right.
Day.
Or they should.
They should.
Right?
Yeah. We, one of the cool things that we had at our wedding was we had this photo wall, which as you see, this Team Banez neon sign was our sign at our wedding. And we had it on a wall, a green boxwood wall.
Boxwood wall. Yep.
That people could take pictures of on a, Polaroid
camera
and hang it up. That was pretty cool.
That was cool.
Saw a lot of people doing that. And then our buddy.
Ooh, should we tell people why we chose Team Banez instead of like you see the Banezes?
Oh yeah. You should.
So Jay got a stamp for like our wedding card stuff, like invitations or save the date things. And he spelled the Banezes BANEZ''S. And I was like, I don't think that's right. And so then I asked one of my friends, Freya, who was like an English major. And I was like, how is this supposed to be? And it's really, if you say put the Banezes in plural, it's supposed to be BANEZES.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's gross. It's just so too weird. Much. Yeah. It looks weird. It doesn't look aesthetically pleasing. And she was actually the one who was like, why don't you just say like Team Banez? You guys are such a team. And you can, you're always working out together and you can put it in your gym. And I was like, that's a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
So that's how we came up with Team Banez.
That's how we came up with Team Banez. And so like
most of our stuff is Team Banez now. Like our family email is, some
Team
Banez like, rendition. And
I think that's how, couples should see each other as a team,
Absolutely.
Like we are working together for a common cause, and that's to make a marriage work, make a family work,
to make each other better.
Yeah, we shoulder each other, during everything, just like how a team would, during the wins and the losses.
Right.
Like you have to be a team and not let your teammate like fall behind. You got to be there to pick them up. So I think that's how relationships are too, So, I mean, quite fitting.
That's like, that was actually really
sweet. Are we getting sentimental in this
Yeah.
episode? I think we got sentimental
really
in the
like
spiritual episode. I love you.
I love you.
So I mean, we had a lot of like personal touches at our wedding too.
Yeah. You were going to talk about somebody like a friend.
Yeah, Danny made our gift
yeah.
box. I mean, oh my goodness,
We'll
this
have to like
box.
put that on the.
Yeah, we'll pop up a photo.
Yeah.
But he made us this amazing keepsake box that we used for our cards.
Yeah, we were looking for a card box, and we knew Danny liked woodworking, and he had made something, and I was kind of like
the cutting board.
Oh yeah, the cutting board. That's right. And we were
kind
of
not
looking
using
on
Danny.
We were kind of looking on Etsy, and I was like, I wonder if like Danny could just like make something simple like this. And I was literally just thinking like just a basic box with maybe a slit in the top, just to stick some cards in, because I didn't want to buy it off Etsy, because it's more expensive. And I was like, I'm sure he could do it and it'll look cool. And then it's from him. And we went up to Nina one weekend and it was done. And I like almost started crying. I was like, holy crud, this thing is beautiful.
It's, oh my gosh. And the detail.
It's amazing.
The detail he put into it. I mean, that thing definitely took hours to do. He made us a stand where you could put the cover of the box on as a display while the box is open so people can put envelopes in. And then he also went the distance to where, sometimes when you build a box, and literally it was a box with a cover on it that came off entirely.
That's so solid. That's why our box home cost so much, because it was solid so and heavy.
But what he also did was, the detail was, he made it so like precise that you could fit the box backwards. Like, no, it doesn't just go on one way. You could actually flip it and fit it another way, and everything is solid and perfect.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh. And he used this beautiful like red wood.
Yes.
He's gonna butcher me for not knowing the name,
I'm so sorry.
But it's, oh my gosh. And then he got it laser etched like our name in the wood.
Yes.
And it was lined with another piece of wood.
Yes.
Oh my, I'll put it up. But
it's amazing.
So we have stuff like that we're taking from our wedding, and every time we look at something, now our podcast, every time we do our podcast, this is from our wedding. So we're going to always remember not only that we're a team, but this is from our wedding, that friends also see us as a team.
And yep.
Then we have this keepsake box that, granted, right now is just full of some wedding
keepsakes.
Like mementos. But we'll have that, and maybe that's something that we pass on to our kids.
That's what we've always talked about.
Yeah.
We should put some of Conrad's stuff in there.
We should.
Like his belly button.
Oh, I think I threw that away.
I think you did too.
For the longest time, we kept Conrad's belly button on his...
He kept Conrad's belly button. I was ready to throw it away, and he's like, oh no, we should keep this.
On his mirror?
On his mirror.
Until one day he finally grabbed it. I was like, no, don't eat that. It's so scary. It was like this shriveled up, looked like a freaking booger.
We could put his first haircut in there. I know people do that.
Yeah.
When he loses his first tooth, we could put that in there.
My parents, on the back of like a photo of me when I was born, there was a Scotch tape with my first fingernail clippings. I was like, what the hell is this? Like, Mom, why'd you do that? But I was like, whoa, like that's
okay.
That's
in the
intense.
defense of your mom, like moms are just a little crazy when we're like that first few moments.
Especially if you're the first kid.
No, I know. And I mean crazy in a nice way. They just want to keep every little thing, and like we're so excited. Yes.
Yeah, we thought we were gonna do it with Conrad, but I tossed his belly button after he tried to eat it.
So gross. I was just thinking, random thought, we should put that box on that.
Oh, on this bookshelf.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should.
But anywho, okay.
The day of the wedding.
Yeah.
What was going through your mind at like 7:00 in the morning, or when
I think I was up at like 6 a.m. and I couldn't sleep any longer.
Yeah.
And let me think here. What was I think? I think I was just excited and I wanted to get ready. I was like, okay, now what do I do? But I was trying to be quiet because I was with my mom and Catherine. Mm-hmm. And so like, I didn't want to like bug them if they were still sleeping. And so I was trying to just relax. But I was like so ready to just like get things started. Like
I was the same way. I woke up and I think I wanted to eat breakfast, but I was waiting on JR or somebody. But then I went for a walk.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that.
Yeah, and I went to write in my journal. Or was I writing my vows? I think I was still writing my vows.
No, I think you had your vows done.
Did I have my vows done?
Yeah, I think you were writing in your journal or in the beginning of the vow book.
Oh, that's right.
I think you wrote in the beginning of your vow book.
Okay.
Like, today's
a
the
little
day.
Something.
Yeah.
And then I also set up all my groomsmen's ties and stuff on the the TV stand. And I was nervous. I don't know who came by. Scott came by to my hotel room and was like, "Hey, how are you doing?" Like just to kind of just check in with me, which I really appreciated that because it was almost like I was numb.
Yeah.
Because I was anticipating the day. The day was finally here, and I was like, whoa, like what's gonna happen? Like I just want everything to go well.
You were so stressed about that.
I wanted people to have fun.
Yeah.
I didn't care what people thought of our wedding. I just wanted people to have fun.
Yeah.
Enjoy each other, enjoy like the company and the food and the dancing. But I also wanted it to be perfect for you.
I know.
Because I basically planned it. And I wanted it to be presented in a way that's like, oh, I hope she likes this.
You're so funny.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, even just down to the details of like how to walk out there.
I know.
Like, how fast do we walk? Where do we stand? Like, what do I do? Who do I hug? Like, do I cry now? And then the moment she walked out,
You were bawling.
And then Justin, our videographer, and Royale and Ernest caught me just bawling.
Yeah, it was perfect. You were so perfect.
Beautiful. Yeah, it was perfect.
It was perfect.
It was perfect.
The weather was perfect.
Weather was perfect.
Did you have any hiccups that day, like that morning, that like stressed you out or anything?
No, the timing.
I
just
rough.
Wanted to make sure everybody was like on the ball, like ready to go.
Yep.
Because we all just drove separate to the venue.
Yep.
There was no sense, and it was like less than a quarter mile away. So we're like, yeah, we're not gonna rent a bus. Like you guys can find your way out. But I think we were slightly behind. I think
we were
just ever so
just
slightly,
a little bit. Yep.
But it all worked out.
It did.
The ceremony started on time.
Yep.
What was crazy is that the couple days before our wedding, Vegas was like cold. No, hot. It was hot.
Hot and then it rained.
Rainy.
Yep.
Our wedding day, it dipped down to like 74. Sunny, clear skies, maybe a little bit of a breeze.
Yeah.
Not so much. And then that Sunday, it like spiked back up.
Yep.
And I was like, whoa, God's really like answering our prayers or a perfect wedding, wedding weather.
Yeah.
And then after we said our I do's though, I was ready to friggin' party. Like we took our photos. I was just so happy. To be honest with you, like reading the vows, I was literally numb. Like, I don't know if I read what I wrote and I heard people laughing because I made references to Bruno Mars.
You did.
But honestly, I felt so numb.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it's like an out-of-body experience.
I think it was more like your adrenaline was so high before that like, okay, it was happening. And so you were like slowly coming off of that. And so you were just kind of like, whoa.
Yeah. It wasn't until Daniel said like, I now pronounce you husband and wife. I was like, oh, frick, I'm married. Oh,
shit.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
It was pretty cool.
Our food was amazing.
Delicious. I honestly wish I had more.
And we didn't even taste test it.
No.
Like we trusted the venue because trying to plan a wedding in a state you don't live in where you can go try stuff. Like we tried our cake. We liked that.
Oh, that was so good.
It was so good.
I gotta call them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So our cake place, Las Vegas Custom Cake, shout out to you guys. if you paid like an additional fee, they'll make your cake, the top of your wedding cake, for your 1-year anniversary. You know how some people will save the top of their cake, freeze it? No, they'll make a fresh cake for you for your 1 year. So we have to, when we go, have to get that 1 year
this week.
But what was your, I guess when we got to the ceremony or the reception, like what were your thoughts? Like what were you feeling after that?
Like after the ceremony?
After the ceremony.
I was just so happy. And I was just excited to eat and party. And I was just so happy. I can't even there was no other, it was just perfect.
Yeah. And we kept it kind of small too. I think there's maybe 100 people there. Yeah. Total. But it was perfect. I thought it was the right size.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the wedding. It's we'll
still
we'll tag on our wedding teaser video that Verite Wedding Films posted for us. But yeah, it was perfect. And now looking back at it a year, it's kind of cool to kind of remember and get those same feelings again. I have a little bit of flutter in my heart just thinking about it.
What was your favorite moment during the whole day?
My favorite moment? I honestly, man, looking back, there were so many good moments. If you want to talk about the heartfelt moment, it was honestly seeing you walk to the pergola that what do you call that?
The arch.
Arch?
I think
where we got married under. That moment to me was for real. If you want to talk about a sentimental moment that I remember, it's that moment.
That's funny.
Because I didn't care about anybody else. Yeah. And the spotlight was on you. Yeah. And I only focused on you. That's why I was bawling. Because I was just I don't care if they captured me crying. I knew I was gonna cry. I just didn't know I was gonna cry that much. I don't know why I was gonna cry too though. I think it was just the fact that I was holy crap, that's my wife. Yeah, happy tears. Because you're so beautiful.
Thanks, babe.
The fun moment, and there's a lot of fun moments, especially with my cousins, dancing. Yes. Jarrett can dance no other. My Uncle Ray, everybody was having fun. I think, if anything, maybe the highlight was when it was at the end of the night and Harry plays yellow card.
That was wild.
We were just belting it. And there's not very many people left. It was Daniel, Scott, my family, your mom, and your family.
I think Danny and Emily were still there.
Were they?
I think so.
And Harry was boop, yellow card. And I was hell yeah. So I just belted
little background.
it out.
That's one of Jay's favorite bands.
Oh, yeah. One of my all-time favorite
And Harry
bands.
didn't know that. Yeah. So it was wild. I think that was the first time I remember, really remember hearing Yellow Card. I'm sure you played it around me before, but I didn't recall it. Yeah. And now I know that song by heart.
By heart.
Yes.
It was an epic moment.
It was.
We're just belting. I think that's how I lost my voice initially. Was from that.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, I would probably say I remember that.
Yeah.
Because it was the culmination of the day. Everything was winding down, and then bam, we get this infusion of just adrenaline and just power, belting out Only One by Yellow Card. That's pretty golden. Yeah. What about you?
I really liked when Justin, our videographer, had us go outside and we danced we could still hear the music. Oh,
yeah.
And we were outside in the little archway, and it was just us, and we just got to have a moment. I think that was one of my favorite.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah, he included in the video too.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just because we just had a moment, we weren't in front of everybody. It was the first time that as a married couple that we just had a moment by ourselves. And Justin was there, but didn't feel like he was there. He was just capturing the moment.
Yeah, that was pretty.
And I feel I really liked that.
That's epic.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I like that. One of the things that, I can kind of encourage people, if you are getting married, or planning a wedding, you should definitely don't skimp out on your photographer or like a videographer.
Yeah.
Like find yourself really good photographer and videographer, because those are the moments that your memory may not remember these moments or the day, but if you have photos and videos of it, you can always look back on that.
Right.
Like, I mean, I can look at this wall right in front of me, and we have pictures from our great friend Royale and Ernest capturing our day and our moment. And I walk past this wall every single morning and every single afternoon, and just kind of reminds me of that day. And, you know, we have a video that we need to watch for, you know, our anniversary. And like the first time we watched it, we were just like, oh my gosh, this is a movie.
Yeah.
Like our wedding day captured by Justin was a movie. Like it literally was just like this cinematic like masterpiece.
It was amazing.
It was so
We have
good.
so much of that video to still watch, because it was he gives you everything that he captured. He just gives you a nice synopsis, basically, you know.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, yeah, we have to watch that. I forgot about the speeches and stuff.
The background like stuff, the interview.
Yeah.
Like everything. So if that's an advice for anybody planning a wedding, don't skimp out on your photographer and your videographer. Absolutely. I know they always talk about like the food. Most people say the alcohol.
Yes.
But the food, and then just like your photographer and videographer, you definitely need both.
But the only reason like people talk about the food is because that's what people talk about afterwards. Oh, that wedding was really bad because of the food. And people forget about it. And it's what you remember. So like if the food's mediocre, but you're like, I love this venue and I'm going to remember, you know, just how great of a day it is because this is the venue I really need and want.
Yep.
And remember for the rest of your life. Go for it.
Go for it.
People will get over the dang food.
Yeah.
Make sure there's good cake. They might get over it faster.
Yeah. And we also had late night snack
or a good late night snack.
Oh my gosh, that was so good.
I love late night snacks at a wedding because you're like I feel like you never like eat enough food because like you're sharing it because it's a buffet, so you only grab so much and you don't usually go up for seconds. So you're kind of like, okay. And then if you're drinking, then you're kind of like, oh, I just need a snack.
Well, we added the late night snack after the fact, remember? Because like
we
our
had a
venue,
little debacle.
Yeah. And they gave us our late night snack for free. And we're like, we want this, and this.
Yes.
Didn't we have like flatbread pizza.
Yep.
I think we had fries.
I did not eat fries.
We had a couple things on there. Different kinds of flatbread pizzas, I think. It wasn't just one.
Yeah, I think it was like a margarita and something.
Supreme, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, it was so
Our
good.
cake was good, though.
Our cake was... We had a taro cake. We had a fresh strawberry cake. And the caramel marble. Oh, my gosh.
There's one other one, too, right?
No, we had 3.
It was only 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, the purple cake.
My mouth is watering.
The taro cake was bomb. Everybody said that the taro cake... Okay, here's a side note, guys. Everybody, and when I say everybody, I mean all of America and the world, is on this Filipino grind with the ube. Ube is taro is a purple potato that is sweet and it's delicious. If you have any place wherever you are right now and they have ube like pastries or ube cookies, go grab yourself one and do yourself a favor and enjoy this amazing Filipino dessert.
Yes.
Because it's freaking phenomenal. And people are now jumping on this ube game and it's taking the world by storm. So if you like ube, go. If you don't know what it is, don't be afraid to try it out. It is freaking delicious. Or hit us up. We'll send you a Tupperware of ube cookies that Molly has perfected. But oh my gosh, so dang good. Side note.
Yeah.
But yeah, what else should we talk about? Our honeymoon. Went to Disneyland.
Yeah.
Went to California.
Yep.
Stayed in a hotel right on Santa Monica Pier, and then later on at the Grand Californian at Disneyland.
Which was so cool.
Well, Molly has never been to Disneyland.
No, only
she's never
Disney
been to
World.
the West Coast.
That's true. I've never been to California until our honeymoon.
Yeah. She's never been to the beach, too. We didn't walk on the beach.
We didn't.
We were just so busy.
Yeah. We had a lot.
We did a
lot.
lot.
That week.
we did all the touristy stuff when we went to California because we had to. That's what one of the questions people say. Oh, you're from Hawaii? And I'm like, yeah, I was born there. Moved when I was 10 though. And they're like, oh, what should we do? Like, what island should we go to? What should we do? And I always tell people, when you go someplace new, if you have the opportunity to do all the touristy stuff first, and then you can go back for leisure later. Because there's a lot of stuff that, especially in these places you want to go to, that you can go see like the attractions or like the main things, and then plan another trip to just go and leisurely relax. So when we went to California for a honeymoon, I'm like, babe, we should do all this stuff first so you can say that you went to see the Hollywood sign.
Yeah.
You can say you went to Disneyland. You can say you went to a Paramount Pictures studio tour or Universal Studios to Hogwarts. Like do those things first. And then hopefully you can plan another trip to go lounge on the beach for hours or go to other parts of wherever,
Yep.
Same thing with like when people ask about Las Vegas, like what do you do? It's like, well, you got to go and like check out the casinos because that's the big thing. You don't need to gamble, but go look at the different architecture in the casinos because everyone is different.
So different.
And they have a theme, and it's kind of cool to just walk up and down the strip. But then also, there's other parts of Vegas that people don't know, like Red Rocks. You can go hiking in Las Vegas. You can go to the lake in Las Vegas. There's the Hoover Dam,
Mm-hmm.
Just like do the touristy stuff because those are like easy. It's easy stuff to do. And then go plan another leisure trip where you're kind of just sitting around.
Right.
At least that's my
No,
advice.
I agree.
So.
Yeah.
But what was your favorite part of California? I think I know.
All the Harry Potter stuff.
The Harry Potter.
Yeah. It was everywhere.
I'll be honest, it was a lot smaller than I thought it was.
Me too. I will say that.
Yeah.
Me too.
I thought it was going to be bigger, but
I think the one in Florida is bigger. Because you can take a train to do two different sections.
Yeah. We kind of went overboard with our purchasing though when we went.
You did. I was shocked. I was not prepared for that. He got all into it, and I was very happy.
Well, I just got into Harry Potter after dating Molly, so I was like, oh yeah, I've seen the movies, but I didn't really care about them. And then when I
did not appreciate it.
I didn't.
But I didn't appreciate Star Wars either. So
yeah. But then I saw like some of the wands, and I was like, oh, I want to collect these wands. So I was like, Molly had Hermione's.
You bought it for me.
Our
first birthday together.
Your first birthday, yeah. And I was like, we have to get Harry Potter's wand and Ron's.
Weasley.
So just like complete the trio. But I was like, we need Dumbledore's wand. We need McGonagall's wand.
We need Molly Weasley's wand.
Molly Weasley's wand. We need
Sirius Black.
Sirius Black and the guy from Fantastic Beasts.
Newt Salamander.
Did we get Luna Lovegood too? I
We
don't
might
think so.
have. I don't remember.
Did we get Voldemort? We didn't get Voldemort's.
No, because I refused to get any Death Eaters.
Yeah. We didn't get any Death Eaters? No, if any Death Eater, it would have been Voldemort.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, so we came home with like 10 wands, I think it was. And we got a Niffler. And we got
the Niffler.
Did we buy an owl?
We did buy an owl.
We bought an owl. Oh yeah, we did buy an owl.
We did.
What the hell? We bought a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we did.
And then we went to Disneyland. We bought like our lightsabers, and I bought like different hill. Oh my gosh, man, we spent a lot of money.
We did.
But now we're just like looking back at this stuff. See, this kind of stuff like that. You look back at your honeymoon. I don't get it. Like I know, like so everybody has their own ideal honeymoon. Some people will go to like Bora Bora or the Maldives. Yeah, we were. And just like sitting on the beach and like swimming or enjoying the sun and stuff, which is cool.
I think we both thought we were going to be bored just sitting in a cabin all day.
Yeah.
Or like a hut or whatever they're called, on like Bora Bora or the Maldives.
Yeah.
It was also really expensive.
Really expensive. And we just didn't want to get caught there with COVID.
Right.
And get stuck in a country that we can't leave.
Right.
So, I don't know. Harry Potter was your favorite?
I think so. What about you?
I think Disneyland. I like Disneyland.
It was pretty cool. Churros.
Oh, man, did we eat a lot of churros? Every single kind of variety, too. I still like the original churros. Nothing can
Yes, me too.
How many churros do you think we ate? 8?
At least 8
churros.
Yeah, because we would go on a ride and then we'd find a churro stand.
Yeah, and we had Dole Whip.
Yep.
Oh, my gosh, I love Dole Whip. Speaking of which, there's some place who's selling Dole Whip here.
There is.
In Milwaukee.
Where was it again? The zoo.
The zoo. Yeah. I gotta go to the zoo so I can get some Dole Whip. Yeah, I guess that was the culmination of our wedding.
So what are we gonna do every year for our anniversary?
I think we definitely should do this. We should talk about our wedding.
Reflect on it.
Reflect on our wedding.
I think we should show our kids our video.
We should definitely do that.
So they can see our love. Because I feel like Justin also like really captured, like, you could tell we loved each other in our video. You know, like, and I want them to see that. Because like we might not always have the best years, and not that I hope they never question if we love each other. But, you know, just like if we ever have a little girl that she sees, like, I want a man to look at me like my dad looks at my mom. And I hope they see that every day too, which I'm sure they will, but reminded of that every year by the video.
Yeah.
You know?
Are you ready for those years when they're like, Mom, we already watched this. We saw this last year.
I'm going to be like, it's 5 freaking minutes of your life. Sit down.
Yeah. No, I think that's a great tradition to do, because it's one of those moments, literally, and oh my, I can't stop talking about how amazing our wedding video is. I really gotta shout out Justin and Fairy Tale Wedding Films. It was absolutely perfect. Like the way he films and the way he captured literally our love on video was absolutely perfect. It was perfect. Every time I watch it, I mean, you know, every girl thinks about their wedding day as like it's like a fairy tale, right?
Right.
They're the princess. They want everything to be perfect. And if there was any movie of our wedding day, Justin captured it.
Yeah.
So cinematic.
I would say our wedding day was perfect too.
Like,
was there anything that like...
I don't think anything went wrong.
No.
To be honest with you.
No.
Nothing went wrong.
No. Like, I don't think there was anything that we were like, oh, I wish it would have went that way, or
no hiccups.
This is what we expected it to be, but it wasn't, you know?
And
like,
a lot of surprises. The food was a surprise to me.
Yes, because we didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
Yep.
The venue came out perfect.
Perfect. Yes.
Like, it just, oh my gosh. The weather. Surprising. You know, when we were planning our wedding, we were like, when do we get married? April, like, it starts to get a little hot. Definitely not July, August, September in Vegas. That's totally freaking hot.
Right.
And so we're like, okay, well, do we plan this before or after baby?
We didn't know we were pregnant yet.
We didn't know we were pregnant yet. Oh, jeez. Yeah, we didn't know we were pregnant yet. Oh, dang. So everything literally worked out. Molly's dress. Share your story about your dress.
So I got my dress, found it, picked it out, said that was the one in August of 2021, after April 2021 when we got engaged and set our date. And then we found out we were pregnant in October, and I was still waiting for my dress to come from the maker, wherever that was. And I was like, oh, schnizzle.
This dress better fit.
This dress better fit. And so then I got the dress in January and went and tried it on. And at that point, I was 3 months pregnant, and it fit perfect. Like not snug, you know, not like tight, but like, you know, snug. It was literally perfect. I wouldn't have had to take it in. I wouldn't have had to do anything with it, like, except raise it up because I'm short. So cut off like a foot at the bottom.
Yeah.
So yeah, like perfect. So I was like, oh, schnizzle again. Because I'm going to be like almost 6 months pregnant by the time we're getting married. So I needed a little room in there. So I did find a seamstress and told her I was pregnant. And so she right away let out the seams on the side. So I had like an extra inch on each side. And so then we just kept trying it on, and she cut off the bottom, and she did some things to the train because the train was ginormous and just really bulky and heavy. And and then I think I just went weekly leading up to the wedding, and it was fine. It was perfect. Yeah. Like just by letting out those like inch on both sides, it ended up turning out great.
Well, the cool thing too is obviously the husband or the fiance doesn't see the dress before the wedding, but I was like, when we got pregnant, I was like, is your dress gonna fit? And then she's like, well, the design of the dress, like, it'll allow for me to grow a little bit. And I was like, what kind of wedding dress is this? You know,
like we had kind of talked about before I went, when we started wedding dress shopping, that like maybe we should try to get pregnant. Like we were kind of having that conversation. Yeah. So like. Yeah. I kind of knew that I shouldn't pick a form-fitting dress because if we did get pregnant, that was just going to cause problems. I tried on a few form-fitting dresses that I really liked, but I was like, probably not going to work so well. So I picked out a dress, and you guys can see it in like the video and stuff, that was more like a Cinderella dress. So it kind of poofed out at the bottom. So there was plenty of room for a baby down there that would
to be almost hidden too.
Yes. Oh yeah. You couldn't really tell.
Came like right underneath your rib cage, right?
No, it was a little, probably like belly button. It came down and then it kind of poofed out. Oh, okay. So like I had room for the baby on the bottom of that.
Gotcha.
So that's why it needed to come out on the top here, because like the baby was up here too.
Yeah.
You know? Like you grew up here a little bit.
Gotcha.
But, yeah.
It was perfect.
It ended up
stuff
perfect.
Like that.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
It was perfect.
Perfect. Like,
dang.
Yeah, it's wild.
That's so wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, so that's what we should do. Going back to what we were talking about, traditions.
Yes.
We're going to watch our video every single year. Probably talk about our wedding and our honeymoon every single year on our anniversary. You had mentioned something right before this podcast what we should do.
Yeah, I've always kind of talked about it. So I had bought us books for our vows that they're kind of thick. And I was kind of like, well, we're not like, neither of our vows are going to fit this like little book. That's
50-page like
small it's like a little journal thing basically. Yeah. So I kind of said, I think I mentioned this before. I was like, we should write each other like a letter each year of like a reflection on the year, good, bad, or ugly. You know, like if we had a rough year, be honest about it. Hey, babe, we had a rough year, but we made it another year, and the next year is going to be better. I mean, just something simple as that, you know. So I still think we should do that.
We'll do that.
Add it like to each, you know, after our vows until we fill it up.
That would be like, you know, I'm always looking toward for the future. I'm always one to say live in the present, you know, but it'd be kind of cool to have this yearly almost like letter and just see how it evolves over the next 20, 40, 60, you know, plus years.
Right.
And then have our posterity kind of look back and read it too, you know, almost leaving a written legacy too. Yeah. That'd be kind of cool. We'll do that. We'll do that.
Cool.
We're just going to be conscious that we're going to do this every year.
We have to do it.
Our lives are so busy.
Well, and I think we should even like almost reread our vows. Yeah. You know, because I still remember yours.
There's a reason why we wrote those words.
It was kind of like something to the extent of, are you ready to do something crazy? Or how does that song go?
It's by Bruno Mars.
Yeah. It's, I want to do something dumb tonight, but you didn't put dumb in your thing.
Yeah,
I want to do something.
I don't remember my vows.
Something tonight. So don't say no. Just say yeah, and let's go. Are you ready? Because I'm ready. Yeah. I want to marry you or something.
Yeah. And I said, I don't know if you like picked up on it, but I was like, this is a you and me thing now.
Yeah.
Or did I say it like that?
You did say something like that.
Yeah. Oh no, I said this is an us thing now.
Yeah.
And the reason why I said this is an us thing because we were watching This Is Us.
Oh yeah.
That's why I put that in there. Yeah. This is an us thing now.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh snap. Mic drop. Literally should just like mic drop.
Everyone loved your vows.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
It's pretty good.
I'm just really good with words.
You are really good with words.
We're cleaning out some of our like crap that we have in our closets and stuff, and I came across the speech that I gave at my dental school graduation. And after reading it, I was like, damn, that was a good freaking speech. Got people crying. I was crying.
Oh my god.
It was pretty awesome. I'm just good with words. Sometimes.
You are good with words. I'm not as fluent or graceful with my words. Yeah.
We got some people to respond back to our poll on social media about their traditions too. One friend said that they go to the same. They're not married yet. They're still dating. I think they've been dating for a couple of years now, but they go back. They go to dinner, but they go to the same restaurant every single year for their anniversary. And now it's like their dating anniversary. They're engaged now, but they go back to that restaurant every single
dating anniversary.
Yeah,
that's
they're
cute.
dating. And they're going to hopefully continue to go to that same restaurant for their anniversaries after they get married.
That's cute.
Another one is they found something, they did something small, or they went to dinner, but then every year they add on to that date. So they'll go to dinner and then maybe they'll grab ice cream. And then the following year they go on a date, they grab ice cream, and then they go for a walk. And then the following year, they just keep adding these things to their tradition of what they've been doing for years. And then I thought to myself, like, oh, that's kind of cool, but after doing 25 years of marriage, like, you're doing 25 things in a day, like, how much stuff can you fit in to 24 hours, Right. So I think in theory it's a good idea, and I don't know how long they've been doing this, but I thought it was, hey, maybe you have a tradition.
Maybe it's something as simple as after dinner, I kiss you now.
Yeah, seriously, right? Something, let me hold your hand. Yes. That's a tradition right there. So, I mean, I got that. Did you get any?
I got one. My friend said that they usually go on like a big trip, or like a trip. They like go out of town.
Okay.
And I think they've gone to like Greece one year and stuff. And like this year she said that they're probably just going to stick close, around. Because I think they were waiting for like a passport for their baby now or something. And then she said she always, when they go out for dinner or whatever, she always wears her wedding shoes because she bought like sparkly like high heels.
That's cool.
She was like, I wouldn't have spent money on those if I didn't have the intention of wearing them again.
Right, yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's a cute idea. I have very simple wedding shoes.
Didn't you throw yours away?
No, they're upstairs.
Oh, they still have them?
Yeah, I have Vans, and I like custom them, and I put like the Harry Potter symbol on the front.
And you put
the like
always.
Yep. Or no, I put always with the Harry Potter symbol for the A.
Yeah.
Or the Deathly Hallows.
And then on the back.
And on the back it says Mrs. Benez. And so I was excited about that because I think I'm going to wear them. Like, because I was like, what do I wear these now for? Because they,
Yeah, that's cool.
It's kind of weird to like just wear them out. Like I could, but.
Yeah.
I'm not
my debacle with my wedding stuff is everything is like dressy. I don't even fit my white shirt. I think I got rid of my white shirt.
We're not talking about that today. This is a happy one.
Oh, maybe I should wear my tie. See, even that detail. All my groomsmen's ties and in my tie.
Yes, we're
so
all
freaking
custom.
Perfect. Custom.
Yep.
It's so good.
We're so funny.
So good. Any other traditions there, friends said?
No, that was it.
I had one more tell me that every year for their anniversary, they say I love you to each other, and they're like, on to the next one. It's like, I love you, on to the next one. It's like, so they have
like
something
the next
to like
year?
Yeah,
That's
to like look
funny.
forward to, I guess. And I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. But then I was like, that's kind of cool because like you say I love you, but like on to the next one, like, hey, let's make it to the next one.
Yeah.
Like anticipating the next year.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's kind of cute. And then I got sad because I was like, oh, like when they get older, like,
oh my gosh,
I love you. On to the next one. Like, it was so sad.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe we should watch The Notebook and just bawl our eyes out now that we're like in our fields.
Yes, that sounds like a great idea. I always said that's how we should die together, though.
Yeah.
Not like Alzheimer's. we could skip that part, but just together.
Okay, let's not die hands together young, because that's kind of sad too.
When we're old, like in the Notebook.
In the Notebook, gotcha. I thought you meant just in general, like die together, not like in a bed.
After our 50-year anniversary, so we're gonna be 80 and 85. No, you weren't 85 when we got married.
84.
You were 84.
Dang, I was old.
So we need to make 80 and 84. Jeez. And then after that, whatever.
Jeez. Yeah. Well, what happened in the last year? We had a baby. We had a baby. It's a boy. His name is Conrad. We love him. He's pretty great. He's 9 months old now. Holy smokies. We got a 9-month-old. See, this is how fast time flies, guys. Don't ever forget and take advantage of the moments that come to you, because they fly by. Yeah, I got a 9-month-old, and he's standing and almost walking.
I know, he's crazy.
Dude is so cute, though. We made a pretty cute baby.
We did.
And I'm pretty sure all our viewers have cute babies too, or have beautiful wives and handsome husbands.
Yeah.
Ours is the cutest, but whatever.
Sorry to break it to
you. Yeah. So, it was all about us this episode, but I think what we want to kind of encourage people, if you're married or even dating, I think dating, if you have anniversaries, dating anniversaries, friendship anniversaries, wedding anniversaries, like, we encourage you to reflect back on that day, reflect back on that moment when you made things official,
or that
Facebook official, and just keep those memories fresh in your mind, because years are gonna fly by, and then during, like Molly said, during hard years when you start to maybe question like certain things about your relationships, like leaning on those amazing memories and just remembering why you started this journey with this other person and created a team that may have grown to a bigger team with kids. Like,
and I think that can be hard for some people when you are having a rough year. So I think it is really important to making sure you have those memories and you're talking about them every year, so that when you are hitting those hard and rough spots, that it's easy to reflect on, wow, I married this person. This is why I married this person. And right now you might be kind of pissing me off, but I'm going to remember all those good times of why we formed this pact, why we agreed to marry each other, why we wanted to marry each other.
Yeah.
And
to piggyback on that, of course there's going to be relationships where they just don't work. Maybe there's some unforgiving circumstances where there's abuse, or there's something that really just breaks the trust and breaks the relationship, and we understand that, and some couples unfortunately will face those things. But for those who aren't facing those really just dire situations where you're just like, I need to end this now, physical abuse, sexual abuse, emotional abuse, like those kinds of things, like, it's hard to move past that. Yes, like, I would seek out couples therapy or do something, but if you're not, and it's just a rough year, like, everybody's gonna have that, but kind of lean back on those things that brought you two together. And a wedding day is one of those too.
Right.
Like, reflect on. And I think that's what we're going to do every single year. Reflect on our wedding day, because it was absolutely perfect. I can't even imagine just like looking back at it. Like,
I wish we could repeat it.
Everything was just perfect.
Like, I don't want to pay for it all again or anything like that, but I just want to, like, if I could time travel, I would go back and repeat that day.
Yeah, it was a pretty darn good day.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Me too.
And I think our family and friends enjoyed it too. And what's cool is that last year was the year of weddings for our family. Not only did Molly and I get married, my cousin Jarrett and his wife Veronica got married, and then my sister Kathy and Zach got married, and every wedding had their own vibe, which was kind of cool. But all the weddings, you could definitely just feel this sense of just love in the air. Like, every single couple had their different take on how they wanted their wedding ceremonies and their wedding receptions, but what you saw from each couple and also their families was just the support and the love that they had for each other. I think that was kind of cool. I mean, not that you would probably feel that from any wedding, but it was just kind of cool too.
Yeah.
And our friends got married too. Stu and Rachel.
Yeah. And Angeline and Nick.
Yeah. Who else I mean, a few months before we got married, our friends Makara and Chase got married. Yeah. So yeah, a lot of marriages in the last year.
We have
one this year.
Rachel and Matt getting married in September.
Yeah. I think that's the only wedding we had this year.
And then maybe another one in the next year or two.
Who?
I can say it because no one's listening to this live, but we'll get an announcement here soon.
Oh, don't say it then.
No, I can. They'll find out.
Are you sure? You don't want to break the news.
They just texted us to break the news to the family.
Wait, who?
Emily and Emilio.
Oh, wow. Congratulations, guys.
Yeah, and guess what? Remember how she went to Vegas?
Yeah.
And with a friend?
Yeah.
Just to hang out? He flew there and surprised her.
What? Did her friend know?
I don't know. That's the only details I know. I was trying to respond to my mom as she was texting me, so she didn't know.
Whoa.
I know.
That's cool.
So,
we need to spread the love, man. All our friends are single. Go find yourself so we can go to weddings, man. Yes. We love freaking weddings. We love That's weddings. Cool.
I know.
Oh, congratulations to Emily and Emilio. Molly's cousin, by the way. Well, cousin by association.
Yeah.
Family.
But
anyways, this is a good conversation. Happy anniversary, love.
Happy anniversary. I love you.
I love you. 1 down, 49 to go.
Yeah.
At least.
Oh, guess what? I always said we should do this too, and I think this would be a cool tradition for people. As a side note, giving gifts based on like the thing of the year. So this year was supposed to be paper. Jay didn't follow it. I did. We'll like do a little video of what we got each other later.
Oh yeah.
Mine's still coming in the mail.
You got me something?
Yeah.
A ream of paper.
Maybe.
With Dunder Mifflin on it. Do you even know what that's from? Oh. Dunder Mifflin. The Office?
Oh yeah, no, I don't. I'm sorry.
Gosh.
I didn't watch that show.
1 down. 0 to go. Divorce. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Rude.
Alrighty, guys. We hope you enjoyed this podcast. Sorry, it's all
random.
About us.
Yeah,
it's
just
our
like
anniversary.
talking about us.
We hope that, like I said, you build traditions with your significant other or with your husband and your wife.
If you don't have a tradition yet or
Find
something,
one.
Yes, talk
get
about
creative.
it today and do it.
Yeah, get creative.
It's important.
Yeah. Kind of circling back to another episode that we had about love languages. Find out your spouse's or your girlfriend or your boyfriend or partner's love language and maybe do something for them for your anniversary based on their love language.
Oh, I like that idea. That's
I just came up with that on the spot.
I love it.
I just came up with that.
That's
you like
good.
That? Thinking on the spot. Because it's awesome. Unscripted,
Yeah.
My mind's thinking just really going. Good right now. Yeah. So go do that. We encourage you to spread the love. We hope you felt our love and for each other, but also our love and support for you too. And thank you for supporting us. For those family and friends who came to our wedding and who supported us from afar, we thank you. We also want to thank you for supporting this podcast. We don't care about the views. We don't care about the likes. We just want to do this so that Molly and I can spend some time together on a weekly basis and show that communication can work, even if it's just having random conversations that are unscripted, just talking. And I think every single couple should do this on a weekly basis, maybe on a daily basis if you can, but to just talk because we are learning more and more that people don't have this FaceTime with their loved ones, and you never know what's going to happen in your life, whether tomorrow comes or not. You don't want to regret those moments that you could have had that moment to talk to somebody, your spouse, your kids, your family. So take the moment and have these unscripted conversations and see where it goes. It's been fun for us. This is episode number 13. Lucky
Really?
number 13.
Whoa.
And it doesn't feel
wild.
like we've been doing this for 13 weeks.
No.
I mean, it's just fun for Molly and I to just do this. I mean, we're just so new to it. And like I said, yeah, do we like the likes? Absolutely. Do we like the views? Absolutely. Do we want to get famous off of this? Absolutely.
Totally. Do we want to have sponsors? Yes.
Absolutely.
Do we want to quit our day jobs and do this for full time? Yes.
But we also do enjoy just spending time together and just having these conversations because it's necessary.
Absolutely.
To have these kinds of skills as a couple and as a family. So, Team Benez, Unscripted Conversations podcast. My name is Jay.
And I'm Molly.
Thank you for listening. Smash that like button, subscribe, spread the news and spread the love wherever you are. We're there with you. This is the Unscripted Conversation. Check it out. Bye. Bye.
We are here today in beautiful Lake Las Vegas to witness this special moment in the lives of Daryl J. and Molly Marie.
My beautiful, radiant, fiery, red-headed Molly. I've waited 34 years of my life for this moment. God was teaching me a lesson in patience, waiting for the right person, and that person was you.
My dearest Jay, I cannot believe the day has finally come that I get to call you my husband. I have waited my entire life for you. I still remember the day when your profile showed up on my phone. I remember thinking, this guy seems pretty cool. He has a great smile, a good sense of style, and he seems adventurous, confident, and fun. He also likes carpool karaoke and seems up to the challenge to try to beat me. I responded to your greeting, and 2 years later, here we are. You Make My Dream Come True, that was a song. And he just was doing his karaoke thing that he always does. And that he was just so excited and that he could just be so open and just send this silly video to me when we only knew each other for a little bit. I was like, this is the guy I want in my life. He loves his family, he loves his mom, which is amazing, and he's silly and fun.
I think when we first started to talk about our future together, we talked about marriage, we talked about kids, we talked about our future careers, and it just seemed like our lives aligned so perfectly. We had the same goals, we had the same aspirations, and I think it was at that point when we both had that common ground, that we knew that we could make this work together, and that I couldn't find anything better than Molly.
Molly, I love you so much. Today is the day. Today we start our lives together as husband and wife. There is nothing more special than this. You are my rock. You are my love. You are my person. Remember, you won't be the only one crying today. I'll be there with you, supporting you with teary eyes too. I love you, Moles. Let's do this. Your Jay. Okay.
Jay, it is finally here. I cannot wait to walk down the aisle and see you, to make our promise to each other and to start our forever together. I love you so much, Jay, and cannot wait to call you my husband. Love, Moles.
You know it's kind of fun.
Love is what we all share. It's the great unifier. A universal truth that no matter who we are, where we've come from, or what we believe, love is what we're doing right. Do you take Molly to be your wife, loving who she is now and who she is yet to become? Do you promise to be true in good times and bad, in sickness and in health, to nurture, love, and honor her, and to grow with her throughout the seasons of your life together?
I do.
Anywhere feel like home. Home isn't where we live. It's living by your side. Oh, and I can't imagine any other way. The way our world needs your touch.
I could not describe our love because love is a feeling, and when you know you have found the love of your life, your best friend, your better half, your soulmate, the one God made for you on this earth, you just know, and there's no way of describing it.
Molly, do you take Jay to be your husband, loving who he is now and who he is yet to become? Do you promise to be true in good times and in bad, in sickness and in health, to nurture, love, and honor him, and to grow with him throughout the seasons of your life together?
I do.
I know I can climb up.
I vow to be faithful to you, serving you, providing for you, to be your partner and your protector when the storms of life become turbulent. I vow to inspire you in all your virtuous life endeavors and support and encourage you to be your best self. I vow to love you, to stay in love with you, to keep growing my love for you, and make love with you or to you, whatever happens, whatever you want. I am no perfect man, Molly, but today I feel perfect with you and with all our family and friends. You are my better half, and I'm a better man because of you. You and me, babe, this is an us thing now.
Daryl J. Pena Benez, you are my person, my love, my best friend, and my whole entire life. I promise to love you, support you, push you to be the very best. I vow before God and all of our favorite people to love you forever.
It is my honor to declare you husband and wife. Jay, you make history.